So tell me, is you ready, baby? Tell me, is you ready, baby?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Be Like D channel. It's your girl D coming back with another review of Sistas season 8, episodes 2 and 3. These episodes was alright, they was a little funny or whatever. So let's go ahead and get into it. So episode 2, we open up where we left off, where Robin walked his ass back into the show because where the hell you been, okay? And he's stopping Andy from confessing and shit. So she's like, Robin, what are you doing here? And then the agent getting all mad and shit. He all like, I'm the agent that she royally screwed over. He all mad. So I said, is he making his voice sound all raspy like that? He's going, I'm the agent that she royally screwed over. I said, why are you talking like this? Anyway, Robin is trying to be all cool. Well, you win some, you lose some, huh? And then he's standing up for Andy and all of that. And then he let Andy know that Gary, she needs to go to the hospital because Gary is not dead. And she was like, you lied, you son of a bitch. And then of course the agent dude like, nah, I ain't done with her. He getting up and shit. Robin pulled that, I don't know who you think you are, but he always brag how he have golf and stuff with people's bosses. Okay, I was like, okay, Robin, you coming in like you still that dude, but dude, we ain't seen you since Gary ran your ass off. Okay, so you the power you thought you think you have it is really not. Because I don't believe it. Okay. Cause I mean, you was running. We ain't see you again. But he acting like he tough dude. Yeah, I hang out with your boss's boss, and you will never be investigating nothing again. All that. Let's go, Andy. Then we get to the hospital, and Hudson. I think I called his ass Ethan last time. Is it Ethan Hudson? I don't know. But Hudson's, Gary's criminal sidekick. He being all dramatic. Let me see him. What's going on? He's gotta make it. And then it was like, okay. Like, we doing everything we can, sir. He's like, that conniving bitch fiance of his, she's probably the reason he's in there. It's definitely her. I said, he is really trying to sell this story to everybody. Because then in case the police investigate, and they end up with the doctor going to be like, well, I did hear from the business partner that it could have been her. He going to be saying some shit like that. And I'm like, oh, no. Like, he really trying to sell the story to everybody. But then he don't be looking that convincing either, though. You're like, I'm sure she did it. I'm like, nigga, did you do it? I had the side eye for a second because he was looking a little guilty. And then we get to Danny and Tony, and Danny already having her little emotional moment after being interrogated, and she's talking to Tony, and now she want to have sex because she don't want to have no talking right now. So and he clocks it. He pretty much like, no, come on, no, let's not have sex. I think you should call Carisha. You need to have a session. Yeah, I think so. I mean, he wasn't wrong, but Danny was getting mad. She didn't want to hear that shit. She was like, nigga, what? If I ask you to have sex, let's have sex. Damn. So now we got Hayden and Tamara, and they pretty much having that little back and forth on, oh, where you going, Hayden? Nowhere. And then they want to be, oh, I really could tell the police about you. You did have a problem with him before, and then moments later he's dead. And then he go, Hayden, Gary had a lot of enemies. Yeah, he did. I'm like, why does Hayden do that? Y'all notice it. Anyway, so as they doing that back and forth, I'm just like, okay, whatever, y'all. Okay, so now they threaten each other to go to the police on each other. Okay. And yeah, he's like, oh, so you heard about Gary, huh? You heard he got stabbed. Everybody heard it on the radio. Then we get to Rich and Sabrina, and this scene was kind of like, I really don't too much care. I didn't really care about none of these things, honestly. I want to say the last 2 episodes, but he pretty much trying to raise her spirits from being interrogated, and then he ended up trying to have sex with her. She said she can't have sex until 2 weeks because of the egg harvest. And he like, 2 weeks? What? All that shit. I said, okay, whatever. Okay? Because you know what? I'm tired of Rich and I don't give a shit. Okay? So then we get to Karen and Pam. And Pam is pretty much just trying to be all up in the business. Now, I heard on the radio that Gary got killed by a whole bunch of angry bridesmaids. So what's the real tea? Yeah, she buttering her up. She done brought her a croissant or whatever, some peppermint tea, trying to get her to spill the beans. And Karen's just like, girl, I don't want to talk about him no more, Gary. I swear, I don't want to talk about Gary. I don't want to talk about him no more. But then Pam's still trying to pry it out of her, like, come on, girl. She's like, well, hey, we need to worry about the business. So apparently she got some boxes delivered to her house by accident. It needs to be sorted and then taken to the shop. And then Pam was like, man, I ain't on the clock. But then she said, well, you know what? I did say I was going to be helpful. So, yeah, we can do this. And then you, as we're doing this and get it separated, you know, you can give me the details on what happened. She's like, bitch, you going to tell me something, okay? Come on. Okay, so now we got Danny and Tony. And I'm guessing after they had that little argument, now they having breakfast. It didn't make no sense, but you know they switched so many scenes on this episode. But we still was going back to the same scene. But anyway, so she pretty much saying she ain't like how he tried to tell her she need to go to call her therapist and all this and that. She felt like he was judging her trauma, and you know my therapy is for me, yada yada yada. Okay. So then he was like, oh, I'm sorry, all that stuff. So then, and then she said, then when your girlfriend asks you to have sex, just fucking have sex. And then we get Pam and Karen. So why the hell Pam and Karen talk about the business, and she's saying the sales is good on social media, they loving it, okay? She got to call Miss Marie. She wants that business plan. And Pam and Karen just like, okay, then what's going on? Why you can't get it done? What's going on? She's like, girl, you know I don't like that stuff. That's the stuff for you. So Pam just want to be the influencer in person making the sales. But she don't want to have to write no business plan, understand none of that stuff. And then she trying to tell Karen that's for her. I'm like, nah, baby, I just got into this. You should have been had this done, okay? But she pretty much gave her a little pep talk and tell her that, you know, you gotta get your business plan easy to do, yada yada yada. And you know, there's grants for black women and all of that stuff. She's like, so free money? Oh, okay, I can do this. So then we get Sabrina and Rich. And like I said, I really don't care for their scenes, but Rich pretty much showing his true colors that he can't stand Andy, and she the reason everybody up in this. Don't be stressing over Andy's ass. Rich, your ass ain't never happy, okay? Because when she wanted a baby, you was upset that she decided to do it on her own. Now she want to be defending her friend, and you mad because she defended her friend. So then, you know, she got to tell her, you know, tell him that, no, this is all, you know, circumstances and all this and that. And he don't want to hear the shit, okay? So then we get Tamara and Hayden's ass, and they stay after having sex. He done got dressed for work. Now, after he was packing his bag and leaving, now he ready for work. I'm just saying, okay? And then they pretty much saying, you know, I really think this is something good that could be happening between us. And then he goes to me, yes, because we're so good together. We're so good. And then she was like, you know, he said, but you know, it's gonna only be them two, and basically don't cheat on me again, bitch, or it's gonna be problems around here. And then she's like, no, I promise, it's just me and you now. It's just us. And he kissed her hand. And when he walked off, she was like, I said, okay. She hates this nigga. Okay. So then we get to Zach and Fatima's ass, and they over there talking about what do you think about Taylor and Wilson's investigations? I said, but y'all was over here playing, okay? And then she's like, no, Wilson Taylor sound better. I'm like, it do sound better though. Wilson Taylor investigations. But then he's like, ugh. And then he's like, you pushing it. And then he was like, you know, Taylor investigations. And she's like, yeah, Fatima Taylor does sound good. I'm like, okay, it got a little ring to it, girl. But whatever. They just still being stupid. She saying she got to go to work and make sure Hayden ass ain't getting out of line. And Zach was like, well, be careful because we ain't ruled his ass out yet, okay? Now we back to Andy and Robin. And they getting out extra cozy and shit. He making tea and coffee and she sitting down like, ain't this... He's like, yeah, you know I've been here before. It's her house. He over there making tea and shit. And he's like, you know I've been here before. We got down. You remember? So then they kind of flirting and shit. And then she's saying, he's saying stuff like, oh, last time I heard you were dating some guy that was supposed to be the mayor. And she's like, you keeping tabs on me? And then all of a sudden you was marrying Gary. And then she finally break down and tell him that the reason why Gary, well, not the full reason, but the that Gary was blackmailing her ass. And then as they over there flirting and doing all this shit, right? The girls end up walking in. They're like, Robin, what you doing here? What's going on? And of course, that's the end of the episode. So episode 3, and actually, as I was rewatching this episode, I feel like this episode was a little bit more better, even though it was kind of slow at the same time. But anyway, so episode 3 opens up where we left off with the girls walking in on her talking to Robin. They like, what the hell? They on her ass, okay? They just like, girl, why is Robin here? Sabrina fed up. She sit down like, oh, hell no. But the only person being calm is Karen. Karen was like, I mean, he ain't been gone that long. But anyway, they all on his head. He excuses himself and leaves. Then they pretty much trying to see what the hell going on with Andy. Andy pretty much said that, you know, he heard about everything. He came to help. And then they like, so your ex is not your lawyer. And she was like, okay, Andy, sure. And then she finally tells them what happened with Gary, that he was blackmailing them and said that he was going to kill or do anything to destroy Jordan. And they was like, do you tell Jordan how much you was saving his ass? She talking about no. And then last episode, I forgot to also say that Robin told her ass that no, you take your ass down to the hospital and be playing the dutiful fiance, because the police is gonna definitely be looking at the fact that you ain't go check on his ass. You really gonna be a suspect, okay? So you need to go down there and do what you need to do. And then she pretty much tells them that, and they look inside out like, They was like, well, he probably set your ass up. Then they talk about, you know, them light skins are very vindictive, and he killed Gary, and now he framing you. Andy, you in danger, girl. I was like, pretty much, okay. And it ain't help him this whole episode. You look real suspicious, Robin, okay. So then they all doing it, go back and forth, blaming each other. Did you do it? Nah, I ain't do it. What? Yeah. The whole episode, that's all of them. That's them the whole episode, okay. Boom, that was the end for them. Then we have Hayden and Fatima going back and forth all episode while they at the law firm. She's just like, oh yeah, when Andy get back, you know, she gonna get rid of your ass, all this and that. He's like, oh really? Is she coming back from that scandal? Because, you know, rich white folks don't like scandals. And then he kept saying rich white folks don't like black bitches and all this and that. I was just like, okay, but take it on back. You was doing a little too much hating with the black bitches and all this and that, okay? So then Robin ends up coming around the corner, seeing them going back and forth. He walk over there. Actually, they stopped for a second, which I think Fatima didn't have a comeback for the last thing that Hayden said. I was just like, girl, wait. And then she was just like, and then they were just looking off. It was too long of a look out for me, but whatever. I'm trying not to critique some moments, but you know, some stuff be like, girl, what's going on? They both stood there and looked out for a second, and then here come Robin and so what's going on? Oh, nothing. All that. So then he asked Hayden to meet him in his office or whatever, and he tells Fatima, "Oh, you got nice seeing you." Yeah, all that stuff. And then Fatima was looking at Hayden like, "Hi, you finna get in trouble. You finna get fired because he's back." Looking ass, okay. And then of course Fatima hit him with, "I thought you were in London. What's going on?" Oh, okay. Okay, so now we got Hayden and Robin talking, and pretty much Hayden trying to suck up and like, "Oh yeah, hey man, glad you're back. You know, we missed you around here." And then he was like, okay, so I'm gonna need you to take over Andy's caseload while she's out. And then he's just like, oh, yeah, oh, for real? Oh, okay. He's like, oh, you surprised? He's like, I thought, we had beef because, I tried to get you kicked out the company. And he was like, no, water under the bridge. I say, Robin, what you up to? What you up to, bro? Okay. So then, he pretty much said, well, Andy's a divorce attorney and I'm a tax attorney, so you give me her caseload. And he's like, he shakes things up, so sometimes that's what he likes to do. I said, okay, but that was weird. He a tax attorney. Why the hell was he on Miss Marie's divorce case? Girl, stop. I can't, okay? But anyway, they going back and forth. He keeps trying to throw out little shady comments about Andy, and Robin ain't having that, okay? He's like, I don't care about your opinion on what she does in her personal life, okay? Stop talking about Andy. Shut up. Do what I told you to do. Get out. Pretty much, okay? So then he's like, and then Fatima's going to help you out on them cases. I said, oh, no. He's like, oh, really? Thank you. So then here go him and Fatima having that little spar off. Oh, I'm your boss now. Look, Fatima all extra cocky. She all like, oh, you need me help you get your bags? You need me get your little box that you need to get out? She's like, oh, I just wish my girl Andy was here to see you walking up out of here. And then he's like, oh, no. I'm your boss now. We got to work together. He gave me Andy's caseload. So, see you. And if it was like, no, ain't no way Robin gonna let you be doing all of that after you probably pulled the shit you pulled. She talking big stuff like she don't believe him. Boy, stop lying. You're lying. Girl, I'm like, girl, you looking real dumb because it did happen, okay? So then Fatima just like, what the fuck? After hating ass walk off. So then she trying to call Andy and she about to leave. Here go Robin. Fatima, where you going? And she's like, I'm gonna go out and run a little errand real quick. And he's like, no, since I've been gone, I heard it's got a little lax around here. I said, not him trying to pull people's card, okay? You've been gone, okay? Out of nowhere, running, okay? But you coming back like you just big boss, okay? But anyway, so Fatima like, okay, but she trying to call Andy's ass, okay? So then Robin gonna do his little walk off. I'm like, man, then he all looking at the door. Okay, so now we see some person dressed in all black holding a syringe going into Gary's hospital room and injecting whatever into his So I'm just like, what the hell? Who is this? It looked like Robin. Figure. Well, what we find out is Jordan ass, okay? Because we don't really see Jordan. But anyway, because look, our arrows is pointing to Robin, but it's too easy to be Robin. Because then all of a sudden he show up, he acting suspicious. What's going on? But anyway, so then we got Fatima constantly trying to call Andy's dumb ass. She ain't answer the phone. She's talking to her stupid friends that don't know nothing, okay? I got mad. I said, you hear your phone calling? He told you to stay by the phone, and you answer the goddamn phone, bitch. Okay? She trying to let your ass know that something is up with Robin, okay? So then she don't answer the phone. Fatima ended up calling Zach. And then Zach, like, what's going on, baby? And so then he's like, I'm so tired of hating, scheming ass. He plotting on Andy. She gonna lose her management partner gig over all this dumb ass shit. And I'm trying to warn her because I don't even know if Robin really trying to help. So then she finally get a hold of Andy's dumb ass, and she's still trying to like hip and rush her off the phone when she trying to tell her what the fuck going on. So then of course he go Robin peeking out. And then she's like, she hang up. She's like, God damn it, bitch, I'm trying to save your life. Trying to save your damn job, your career, everything. And your ass ain't listening. She's like, I talk to you when you have a better time to talk, girl. So then Robbie ended up walking up. And he's like, oh, Fatima, what you doing? She's like, oh, nothing. I was coming to see you to see if you need help with anything. And then he talks about, actually, yeah, you can help me with something. What was that phone call about? I was like, bitch, why you all in her business for, okay? So then she looking like, ugh. And then you got Hudson popping up on Andy's ass and was like, what are you doing here? Andy acting all scared. Hudson, oh, looking ass. He probably did it. Look, he looking like this and shit. But anyway, that was the end of episode 3. Alright, y'all, that was the end of episodes and the end of my review for Sistas season 8, episodes 2 and 3. Drop down in the comments, let me know what y'all thought about the episodes. Episode 2 was okay. Episode 3 was like more interesting, that he made Robin look suspicious, but I was really getting annoyed with the whole conversation. The whole episode would have been in the same conversation about, did you do it? Now maybe it was Brina, maybe it was Kieran. I was just like, okay, like, stop, okay? But it was good to see the whole back and forth between Fatima and Hayden, and Zach and Fatima over there acting like they investigating shit. That shit was pretty funny. But, and then I don't know what's going on with Pam. Pam, if you're gonna be trying to have a business, you're gonna have to know how to do every part of the business, okay? Because if you didn't get a part of it, what the hell would you be doing? Okay? So figure that out. But anyway, who tried to kill Gary, and who done brought the damn syringe into the damn office? Because you really trying to kill him now. Because the other, look, the knife to the heart was one. Damn, but could it be Penelope too? Because we ain't seen her ass either. Who did it? Drop down in the comments, let me know what y'all thought. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Be Like Dee channel, okay?